Are you making mistakes that are holding you back from achieving inner peace and happiness? Today, we will delve into 4 common mistakes that people often make and how we can overcome them through the wisdom of Buddha's teachings. Lesson 1. Spending too little time with the right people. The first mistake that we often make is spending too little time with the right people. This is a fundamental aspect of our lives that can greatly influence our thoughts, actions, and overall well-being. In Buddhism, the company we keep is seen as a crucial element in our spiritual growth and journey towards enlightenment. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This statement underscores the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who embody positive qualities and values. These are people who inspire us, support us, and help us grow. The company we keep can have a profound impact on our lives. It can shape our thoughts, influence our actions, and determine our direction in life. When we associate with people who embody positive qualities, we are more likely to develop these qualities ourselves. On the other hand, if we associate with people who embody negative qualities, we risk adopting these qualities as well. This is not to say that we should completely avoid those who are struggling or who have negative qualities. After all, compassion and understanding are fundamental teachings in Buddhism. It's important to be mindful of the influence that others have on us and to seek out relationships that support our spiritual growth and well-being. The Sangha, or spiritual community, plays a crucial role in one's spiritual journey. The Sangha provides a supportive environment where individuals can learn, share, and grow together. It's a place where one can find guidance, encouragement, and inspiration. Being part of a Sangha allows us to spend time with like-minded individuals who are also on the path towards enlightenment. It provides an opportunity to learn from others' experiences, to share our own journey, and to support each other in our spiritual practice. Spending too little time with the right people is a mistake that can hinder our spiritual growth and well-being. By seeking out spiritual friendships, being part of a supportive community, and being mindful of our own influence, we can overcome this mistake and progress on our spiritual journey. Lesson 2. Not taking action on worthwhile goals. In the teachings of Buddhism, the importance of action is deeply rooted in the concept of karma, which refers to the spiritual principle of cause and effect. Every action we take, every decision we make, has a consequence that shapes our present and future. Therefore, when we fail to take action towards our worthwhile goals, we are essentially stagnating our growth and development. Taking action is not about being reckless or impulsive. It's about being mindful and intentional. It's about understanding the potential consequences of our actions and making wise decisions. This is where the principles of right thought and right intention come in. They guide us in making decisions that are based on wisdom and compassion, rather than on impulse or selfish desires. One of the main reasons why people fail to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of change. But in Buddhism, fear is seen as an obstacle to our growth and happiness. It's a conditioned response that can be overcome through mindfulness and understanding. By acknowledging our fears and understanding their roots, we can learn to face them and move forward. Another reason is complacency. We may be content with our current situation, and the thought of change may seem daunting. But remember, dear friends, that life is about growth and evolution. The lotus flower, a symbol of Buddhism, grows in the mud and rises above the water to bloom. It's a reminder that growth often involves discomfort and change, but the result is worth it. Know what you want to achieve and why. Your goals should align with your values and aspirations, and they should be beneficial not only to you, but also to others. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. This will make them seem less daunting and more achievable. Start with the first step, then the next, and so on. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Are they helping you achieve your goals, or are they hindering you? Don't give up when challenges arise. Remember, Obstacles are part of the journey. They are opportunities for growth and learning. Be kind to yourself. Remember that it's okay to make mistakes, to stumble, to fall. What's important is that you get back up and keep going. Lesson 3. Letting others decide for you. Buddhism encourages us to take responsibility for our own lives, to make our own decisions, and to chart our own course. This is not about being selfish or disregarding others' advice, but about honoring our own wisdom, our own intuition, and our own potential for growth and enlightenment. The Buddha himself set an example of this when he left his palace in search of truth. He did not follow the path laid out for him by his father, the king, or by his teachers. Instead, he listened to his own inner calling, his own quest for understanding and liberation. This journey led him to the discovery of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, which form the foundation of Buddhism. Be a lamp unto yourself. Betake yourself to no external refuge. Hold fast to the truth as a lamp. This means that while we can learn from others, seek guidance, and find support in our spiritual journey, ultimately, it is up to us to find our own path, to make our own decisions, and to light our own way. This does not mean that we should isolate ourselves or disregard others' perspectives. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of community, of learning from wise teachers, and of cultivating compassion and understanding for others. The key is to find a balance between self-reliance and interdependence, between independence and connection. The first step to making our own decisions is to understand ourselves. This includes our values, our goals, our strengths, our weaknesses, and our desires. We can cultivate self-awareness through practices like meditation, journaling, and self-reflection. We all have an inner voice, a source of wisdom and guidance within us. This may be our intuition, our conscience, or our deeper self. By listening to this voice, we can gain insight into what is right for us, what aligns with our values and goals. Making our own decisions also means taking responsibility for the outcomes. Whether the outcome is positive or negative, we can learn from it, grow from it, and use it to make better decisions in the future. Mindfulness, a key principle in Buddhism, can help us make better decisions. By being present, aware, and non-judgmental, we can gain clarity, insight, and wisdom. We can also avoid impulsive decisions, and instead make decisions that are thoughtful, considered, and aligned with our values and goals. Lesson 4. Staying silent about your needs. In the teachings of Buddhism, the concept of self is complex and nuanced. It's not about selfishness or self-centeredness, but about understanding and taking care of oneself in a way that also benefits others. This is where the importance of expressing our needs comes in. When we stay silent about our needs, we may end up feeling unfulfilled, resentful, or even depressed. This can lead to suffering, not just for ourselves, but also for those around us. When we express our needs in a respectful and considerate manner, we give others the opportunity to understand us better, to support us, and to build a healthier relationship with us. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This is not a call for selfishness, but for self-love, self-care, and self-understanding. Expressing our needs is not always easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a deep understanding of ourselves. It also requires mindfulness, the ability to be present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and needs in the moment. Mindfulness can help us identify our needs and distinguish them from our wants or desires. It can help us communicate our needs effectively without blaming or criticizing others. And it can help us listen to others' needs with empathy and understanding. The practice of mindfulness is at the heart of Buddhism. It's about being fully present in the moment, without judgment or distraction. It's about cultivating a deep awareness of ourselves, others, and the world around us. And it's about responding to our needs and the needs of others with compassion and wisdom. Another important aspect of expressing our needs is understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. In Buddhism, this is known as dependent origination, the idea that everything is connected and nothing exists independently. This means that our needs are not separate from the needs of others, but are deeply intertwined. When we express our needs, we are not just taking care of ourselves, but also contributing to the well-being of others. For example, if we need rest, taking the time to rest not only rejuvenates us, but also allows us to be more present and supportive for others. Similarly, if we need emotional support, expressing this need can not only help us feel better, but also deepen our connection with others. It's also important to remember that while it's important to express our needs, it's equally important to be open to the response. Others may not always be able to meet our needs, and that's okay. It's not about expecting others to fulfill our needs, but about giving them the opportunity to understand and support us. Expressing our needs is about honoring ourselves, honoring others, and honoring our interconnectedness. It's about finding a balance between self and others, between expressing and listening, between needing and giving. And it's about cultivating a deep understanding, compassion, and respect for ourselves and others. The 4 mistakes we've discussed are not just mistakes, but opportunities for growth and learning. They are reminders to surround ourselves with the right people, to take action on our worthwhile goals, to make our own decisions, and to express our needs. And through the teachings of Buddhism, we can find the wisdom, compassion, and courage to overcome these mistakes and live a life of peace, happiness, and liberation. May we all find the strength and inspiration to walk this path together. These 4 mistakes are not to be feared, but to be understood and overcome. They are part of our journey, part of our learning and growth. And through the teachings of Buddhism, we can find the wisdom, compassion, and courage to overcome them. May we all find peace, happiness, and liberation on our spiritual journey.